Perfectionistic tendencies can often end up sabotaging us and creating more internalized stress because we're creating these demands for ourselves that we can never really accomplish. Hi everyone, my name is Elaine Ouyang. I am a certified yoga therapist bringing you yoga therapy practices to overcome chronic pain and symptoms. Now, if you're like me and have perfectionistic tendencies and you've been trying so hard to overcome your perfectionistic tendencies, which again is another perfectionistic tendency, well then I have just the right practice for you today to help you come into a place of surrender and recognize that you, right as you are, is enough. But before we get started, I invite you to grab my free Pain Care Yoga Starter Toolkit where you'll get pain relief in under 5 minutes per day. Now let's hop right into our practice today. We're going to begin in a seated position. Now, I am sitting on the floor with a bolster underneath me, but if you feel more comfortable sitting on a chair or a couch, for example, by all means, please do make yourself comfortable. If you're sitting on the floor, I would recommend having a cushion or two, like mine, which is a bolster, and maybe something to prop underneath your knees. So I'm just using a rolled blanket. You can also use some thin cushions and pillows, or some yoga blocks to support your knees, and make sure your knees are slightly slanting down a little bit away from your hips, or at least level with your hips. Once you have settled into a comfortable position, rest your hands on your thighs. Have your palms facing upwards, the back of your hands resting on your thighs. Use just a little upper back muscle to keep your chest lifted, but soften through your belly and your lower back, as well as into your hip crease. Let your fingers soften. So if they curl a little bit, that's totally fine. Close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. This sense of withdrawing inward orientation, introspection, inward reflection. Something perhaps as a perfectionist, it is hard to do. It is hard to see inside. We strive to look outward and strive to be like others and strive to meet the expectations set by others, which then become internalized towards ourselves. As you sit here, whether you're on the floor or on a chair or couch, just noticing the shape of your body and the structure of your body just as you are right now. Allow your chin to slightly tilt a little downwards, not so much that your head is completely bowing down, but just enough that you feel the space in the back of your neck elongate, lengthen. And as you sit here, acknowledge yourself just as you are, right here, without the need to compare yourself to others. Just noticing yourself perhaps for the first time in a while, just as you are right now. And hear these words in your mind. We're going to do this mantra along with our breath. As you inhale, hear these words, just this. And as you exhale, hear these words, is enough. Inhale, just this. Exhale, is enough. Inhale, hear these words, just this. Exhale, hear these words, is enough. So continue on your own, allowing these words to soothe you, to bathe you, and nourish you. Inhale, just this. Exhale, is enough. Just this is enough right here, right where you are, right now. Perfection is always a moving target. And so just this right now is enough. There's nowhere you need to be right now. Nothing you need to check off or accomplish. No one that you need to answer to. Just this is enough. And we'll take another breath or two. And then on your next exhale, you can let those words fade away. We are going to continue to come back to this mantra as we continue on in affirmation, but at this point, you can slowly let your eyes open. We're going to come into a seated twist. So go ahead and bring your right hand back behind you. You can set it on the propping you're seated on. If you are seated on something, don't lean down onto the floor because as you can see, the spine becomes slightly lopsided. Not that we're aiming for perfection, but we want the support for the spine and ease in the spine. So right hand behind you and left hand on your opposite leg, letting your belly soften, lower back soften. You don't need to hold yourself rigid and upright. You can let yourself slouch a little bit. That is totally fine and okay. Tuck your right shoulder back and bring your left arm onto your opposite leg. Take a breath in, inhale, and as you exhale, use your arms to guide your body to turn, but keep your belly soft, the lower spine soft. Now, keep your chin and nose in line with your chest, so there's no need to pull from the neck and head. A lot of times, our head wants to kind of get ahead of ourselves. That creates anxiety, that creates stress, that creates a sense of rush. So keeping the head in line with the body here. Soften your shoulders down and take a breath in. Exhale, use your arms to turn. And just going enough, just this is enough. Just having a moderate amount of sensation as you keep your spine passive and soft. Just this is enough, neck is soft. Not gazing ahead, but staying in the present. And then as you exhale, you can let that go and come back to center. Take a breath in, and we'll do the other side. Exhale, bring your left hand. You can also use your fist behind you, tuck your shoulder blade back, and right hand goes onto your opposite thigh. Soften through your low back and belly. Inhale, and as you exhale, use your arms, both of them, to gently turn your body. Again, make sure that you're not keeping your spine rigid. You're not trying to force your way and turn as much as you can through your waist. Your belly and spine stays passive, neck and head in line with your body. So you're not trying to get ahead. You're not trying to look at what the next goal and accomplishments are. It's just staying right here, right now. And just this is enough. Shoulders down, belly soft. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, you can let that go and return to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you. I like to have a little padded blanket underneath my knees and thighs because my knees tend to hyperextend. So if you know that your knees hyperextend, you can also do the same thing here. Flex your right foot and then relax your right foot. No need to point, just flex and then relax. And then flex your left foot and relax. Good. Palms upwards as your hands rest on the back of your thighs. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let your chin tilt down towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, let the shoulders and upper back collapse. Inhale. Exhale, let the next segment of your spine collapse downwards. So you're kind of rolling down and forward. Your head bowing down, recognizing yourself, recognizing your own body. And at some point, as you continue to roll yourself down and bend forward, you'll find that your body naturally wants to stop. So we're not going to keep pushing. It's not about trying to touch your toes or anything. It's
about massaging through the spine here. So if you feel any strain, then that's probably a good place for you to stop, being just enough there. And where you're stopping, you place your palms facing down on the upper portion of your thighs. Keep your legs relaxed and elbows by your side. Now, using just your arms and hands, press into your thighs. Keep your spine passive as you start to stack your spine back up. Using your arms to navigate. Your legs stay relaxed, spine stay relaxed, belly stays soft. Using your arms and hands to navigate yourself up, stacking one vertebra at a time. So your head stays down. Again, the head is kind of being submissive and surrendered here. When you get to your upper back, then you can use some upper back muscles to continue stacking your way up. Remember, your neck has 7 vertebrae, so stack them up slowly. Your chin comes up last because it is attached to the very uppermost part of your spine. Once you come up, you may feel like you're about to lean back or fall back, and that's completely common and natural and normal. So just let yourself readjust. Bring your legs back into a cross-legged position. We've just elongated through the back side of your body, so as you come up, you might feel like everything is a little longer, more spacious through the back. Go ahead and bring your arms out by your side, turn your palms facing upwards. Inhale, lift your shoulders up, and exhale, bring your shoulders down. Hold your hands into fists. Now keep your belly soft and relax. That's an important key part. We're gonna try to just isolate this in the upper back. Inhale and exhale, bring your arms back, squeezing through your shoulders. Bend your elbows. Inhale, soften through your lower back. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders one more time. And then let that go. Roll your shoulders a few times. Okay, and then we're gonna come down onto the floor. So move your propping out to the side if you have them underneath you. And you're gonna come down onto your belly with your legs stretched out behind, forehead touching on the floor, and your hands by your chest. So you can see that my elbows are actually up away from the floor, so it's not down like this. So hands by your chest, elbows back. Lift one leg, stretch it back and lay it down. And lift the other leg, stretch it back and lay it down. Now as you inhale, roll your shoulders back. Using just a little upper back muscle, float your chest up. You can see I'm barely coming off. My neck stays neutral, chin stays tucked down. And then I exhale, come back down. Inhale, upper back muscle, shoulders roll back, elbows back to my side. Inhale, neck stays soft, exhale. Now I'm gonna walk my hand forward by my head and again, shoulders back and inhale. This time I'm going to use a little hand pressure press down, but I'm keeping my shoulder blades back and elbows down, exhale. And then inhale, shoulders back. The initial lift is from the breath, lifting and floating the chest up, and then you can use your arms to press down a little, shoulders down. At some point your elbows might start to help with you as well, and that's fine. And exhale. And then walk your hands forward one more time, just slightly above your head. Inhale, initial lift through the chest, and then bring your elbows down to help press up. And then exhale, release down. Chin slightly tucked down. Inhale, upper back muscle initiates a lift, neck stays soft, and then using your arms to press. Keep your neck relaxed. And then exhale. So you just start to feel upper back and chest moving. One more time, inhale. Just this is enough. There's no need to muscle and push your way through. And then exhale. Hold your arms underneath you. Press your forehead down and let yourself rest here for a moment. Come out. Press yourself up onto your hands and knees. Come Come into child's pose, so bringing your hips back. Go ahead and stack your fists one on top of the other and rest your forehead on your stacked fists. Soften your shoulders. Recognizing what you just did right now, right then, was enough. Right here, where you are, nourishing your body is enough. It's just right. You're where you're meant to be. And then from here, we're going to press up into standing. So as you come up into a standing position, place your feet about hip distance apart. Now have your second big toes pointing straight forward. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just find that kind of an approximate stance as long as you're feeling stable or not achieving perfection. Perfection is completely arbitrary in terms of yoga poses. What is safe, what is stable, and what feels natural and appealing for your body. Rest your arms down by your side, shoulders sloping down, just like clothes coming off the hanger. Again, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Have your chin slightly tilted just a tiny bit downward. Recognize as you are right now, standing here, seeing yourself for who you are, whole and complete just as you are. Nothing you need to accomplish right now. Nowhere you need to go. No one to answer to. Just right here, right now, nourishing yourself. Inhale, hear these words. Just this. Exhale, hear these words. Is enough. Inhale, just this. Exhale, is enough. And continue hearing these words, following along your breath cycles. Let those words sink in. Inhale, hear these words, just this. Exhale, hear these words, is enough. Feel how your body, your mind soften just at the sound of these words. And allowing this inner experience to continue to guide you through the day, to anchor you back in whenever you need through the day. And you may now slowly let your eyes open if you had them closed. And remember, just you are enough. And you can use this practice, these words to continue to anchor you back into yourself. If you enjoyed this practice, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm Elaine Ouyang, certified yoga therapist, bringing you therapeutic yoga practices to help you overcome chronic pain and symptoms.